Hey there guys, so last time in the anime, we saw things with Mui and Beryl were going really well. They've both gotten quite used to living together, but now Mui's academic year is about to start. She got her uniform and books, but she didn't have a proper school bag. Mui said she was fine with that rugged bag, but Beryl wasn't. So he went to the store to get one, but he saw just how expensive they are. It made him realize he'll have to start saving up to further support Mui until she's able to stand on her own. But for now, Beryl was in need of some extra cash, and luckily just then Lysandra bumps into him. Apparently the royals of a neighboring kingdom were coming for a visit, and the king wanted to gift them a unique wild horse. But it was so smart that no one had been able to catch it, and Lysandra got the job now, so she got help from Beryl and successfully completed the work, for which Beryl also got a cut from reward. But then the next day, the commander and vice commander of the Sephni Kingdom came to check up on security ahead of the royal family's visit. And the vice commander, Rose, turns out to be a student of Beryl's, so that makes our platinum lady jealous that Rose was getting so close with Beryl. Beryl felt the uneasiness in air. But anyways, Rose happened to be his student a few years ago, but only for a short while, so her being vice commander of the Holy Order came down as a surprise. More so, the commander guarded was surprised that Alucia and Rose had the same master. Anyway, Alucia asked about the previous vice commander Hennis, and they got no answer to that. Commander guarded puts that aside and said they both were planning to stay here to memorize the layout of town. Rose was hoping to have Beryl show her around, which makes Alucia ticked. Well, that was such a troublesome meeting. So after completing the meeting and job, Beryl was off to home, but Rose came out to meet with him and have a tour around town. Beryl can't refuse at this point, so he takes her around and talks about how, and when she joined the order, apparently Rose was just suddenly appointed in the empty seat of vice commander. So right now, she wants to relax, and Beryl could relate to that since he too became an instructor out of the blue. But from the looks of it, Rose was bothered with something, and Beryl fails to see that. Then they arrived in the market, and seeing such a lovely place, she wished to move in here. She has a personality to draw in everyone, so she might fit in here, but that's all for the day, and both went on their own way. Then Beryl remembers to pick up the clothes he ordered and shows them to Mui, but from her looks, she clearly didn't like it, but she didn't say it. Then at dinner, when Beryl changed into his regular clothes, Mui liked this version more than formal Beryl. Anyway, her school was getting troublesome because her classmates just drags her around all day. Every day, she's been going to some new side of the school, which shows just how massive the school is. Plus, there are tons of books in a library to read. Beryl saw she was getting accustomed to normal life, contrary to her being scared of thinking about school. But she also wanted to learn swordsmanship from Beryl, which got him excited. Then the next day, the first prince from Sephni Kingdom was coming today to meet the third princess. So Alucia commands the whole night order to protect the prince while she, Beryl, and Hensblit will guard the third princess. The third princess was quite a good person, and Alucia had already talked about Beryl to her. Beryl wondered what did she told about him, but then there comes Prince Glenn. He was quite a charmer as he was being direct with the princess. Then they got into the carriage for their ride around town, and Beryl got into the second carriage. Rose offers to join him, but Beryl refused because the second carriage was to be a decoy, just in case if an attack happens. Knights have cleared out the whole street to prepare for the royals to move, but the princess stopped on the way as some hairpin caught her eye. Alucia and every knight doubled down their watch to keep the area safe, as the public had swarmed around the place to catch a glimpse of the royals. That's a celebrity treatment for which Gardig asked Glenn not to do something like this again. Their Beryl noticed unusual gaze and movement in the crowd. So when they escorted the royals to a safe restaurant, he came to Alucia and told them about the unusual gaze he felt while they were in the city. They can't ignore even a 1% chance of an assassination attempt, so Alucia and Hensblit increased the number of guards. Then, after having lunch in a restaurant, they were greeting the people, and taking this chance the attackers stepped in. Everyone took their position, but the first wave were just a decoy to let the second wave come in with a smokescreen. Our gang were surrounded, but they were still quite tough. Beryl noticed first that their blades are poisoned, so they have to stay aware of that and capture them alive for information. The one Beryl fought against was an agile opponent for him, but he stood his ground and got him alive. As for Hensblit, he did that spinning top move to beat his opponent. Then Alucia was attacking with speed as usual, and learning from her past mistakes, she took the upper hand in the fight and beats him down. As for Gardag, he was a power user and overpowered his opponent, but unfortunately he managed to slip away. And the one Rose fought, she didn't show mercy and killed him off, but still. They got two alive, but even they chewed the poison to die, so they got no way to find out who sent them. And right there, our episode 10 comes to an end, but stay tuned to watch the next episode, and for that, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Till then, take care.